somewhere this undercurrent was going on. And at one point in 1996, a friend of mine, a gallery in Bombay wanted to have a show to celebrate some anniversary of cinema. I think it was the 75th year, or I don't know what it was. But artists in Bombay were asked to give a work based on cinema. So I thought I'll have some fun, and I said, I've always loved Fearless Nadia, I don't know whether she's known in Hyderabad. There's this famous stunt film star of the 1930s Hindi films. And because people in Karnataka don't know her actually. so I'd never seen her films, but this Nadia was this kind of a stunt film actress and very comic sort of action films, but I'd seen stills of her things. And in fact, when I was away in England, there was this, her nephew had a kind of film festival in Bombay. And then when I came back, I saw this sort of brochure. So I said, let me dress up like her and take some photographs, and I'll give one photograph for the show. So I just sort of roped in a young photojournalist friend, and I said, look, can you just take some pictures of me? And I made the costume and went off one morning to my gallerist Shireen Gandhi's house, which is a 100-year-old Parsi mansion in Bandra, bandstand, and just shot some rolls over there, quite sort of informally, because I think we just had a Nikon camera and a kind of reflector or something like that. But what was very interesting is when I saw the the images, I said, why should I waste? I should do something with this material because it was really interesting. And so I decided to actually do a body of work from that material. And I said, look, how can I make, if I want to make a body of work, like say for an exhibition or something like that, I can't have just myself standing and posing in that costume in different places. It has to be something interesting. So what could be a kind of narrative, And I said, of course, like till the 80s, of course, as you all know, most sort of famous narrative in Hindi films was the lost and found twins. So twins separated at birth. So one is the good brother or sister and the other is the bad one, who's usually with the mafia, like underground, So I said, yes, okay, I'll be the, this kind of Hunter Wali-like figure who's the good sister, and I'll have a lost twin sister who's maybe kidnapped by the villains, and she would be the vamp. So I had these two characters. So then then it was also kind of homage to Bombay, because we had decided to leave Bombay at that time in '96 and move to Bangalore. So it was like a homage to what I liked about Bombay, this whole history of cinema and theatre and the streets of Bombay and certain kinds of places like Irani hotels and so on. I'll just show you. So I call it a photo play or photo romance, which is, of course, as I said, I'm very interested in these kind of, the photo romance is supposed to be is this kind of cheap kind of photo narrative that you find in women's magazines, and I think even Femina and all that, and some of the regional language magazines also used to have that, but they usually have text. So it's a kind of love story, or where like poor girl meets rich man kind of thing. Apparently, it came up in Italy, historically in Italy in the 1930s or something like that. So very popular kind of form. And so this phantom lady is, so then there's this villain who's the Don, and you might recognize Vinay Pathak's name. At that point, like he'd just come back from New York, he was jobless and all that, and I just asked him, look, I can't pay you, can you come and play this role over here? So of course now he's very well known. So there are a lot of jokes that I use. I use a lot of friends playing roles in my work. So they're like sort of inside jokes. So when people recognize them, they're very amused. And so we shot in Bombay, in different well-known locations in Bombay, which in a sense define Bombay, like the train stations, some of the roads, and some of the kind of architectural sort of, like for example, Bombay Gothic architecture, which is the Keki Manzil, the 100-year-old Parsi house. And I also shot next to it, there's this old neo-colonial mansion. At that time it was unoccupied in Bandra Bandstand, and now you might have heard of it. Shah Rukh Khan bought it shortly later, and it's called Mannat. So all these scenes are based around, so there's like the undercurrent of a kind of history of Bombay, and with this kind of crazy adventure. And the making of it was also very crazy because the two of us, maybe one other person, were going around in the night, shooting in Bombay. So I'd have my costume and I'd have a kind of thing on top of it, wraparound skirt or something. We'd go to this 1 o'clock, go to the station and quickly take off the costume, 5 minutes, chuck, and then with, ambient light, get onto the next train and move before a crowd gathered. So it was, and my photographer was Meenal Agarwal, who actually is married to Rajat Kapoor, who's a friend of ours, who's a director and actor, as you might know. So here's the Phantom Lady. This is the introduction to the Phantom Lady. I think this is Bombay Central. It's an Irani restaurant. And as I said, there are a lot of these, the trust in and this. And I use the film noir style, which is actually used for detective fiction. I love detective fiction. I've grown up on it. And it's very different in style from the original movies of Nadia, because the Nadia films are like comedy action films, with pasteboard sets and like very silly, like, shot in the open air and so on. But I wanted a more psychological dimension, which you get from the noir style, which uses harsh contrasts of dark and light. And so this kind of inner emotional dimension is also a certain melancholia as well as a certain comedy. And the person over there owns Brabant. By the way, it's gone now. The joke is that he's the Western film, Rashid Irani, who's the Western film writer for, I think he writes for Hindu now, at Times. And you find the shadows and reflections very much a part of introduction of the vamp. So of course the vamp was like, always in Western costume for some reason, with this kind of cigarette holder, very decadent. And I love using this, this kind of, what is it called? I forget the word. Anyway, so this kind of, it's very much part of the noir style. I do a lot of research before doing work. So it's a waiter from Brabant. So I also rope in people who happen to be around to play things. I said, look, can you come and whisper in my ear? And so this kind of conspiracy is going on. This is Keki Manzil, the 100-year-old Gothic house. I'm breaking and entering, as you can see. And the Parsi history again, like I think of, Bombay as a city of Parsis, because there's a whole history of, they've made most of the institutions in like even JJ School of Art or Jahangir Art Gallery and so many institutions in Bombay. And they also had this history of the opium trade. That's how they became rich, whether it's the Tatas or whoever. Their ancestors were involved in the opium trade with China. So they have a lot of these Chinese, and also they were closely working with the British and Victorian objects in the house, So I was using, nothing is from outside. They're all the props and everything is from the house. So shot on real locations. The introduction to the villain.